like I want to have a good relationship with my mother. She sucks.
Good evening, everyone. It is Thursday, and we are putting the men back in mental health. And our topic for discussion today is being flexible. I know. We're all senior citizens, and one of us is a cripple. None of us are flexible. It's the joke's on me. Ha 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 ha.
I used to pride myself on being flexible, but nowadays my back ain't let me do that. And I ain't fucking any fat girls anymore, so no need for any of that. What do we say? What did we say the one time? You know, it comes a point in a man's life where you look at the fuck swing and you're like, yeah, that's not up to code. I'm not getting on that. You know, I'm not getting on that.
Why are you on the swing? This is always been my question for you, Marker. Now that I think of it, why are you riding the swing?
I never said. I said you look at the fucking swing and you say it's not up to code. The hell is on your mind, man?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why you were sitting in the swing. You must have went to the wrong clubs.
I think we figured out why your leg is fucked up now.
Look,
yeah. Keep on getting pegged. That's why. Yeah. Super gay. It's all right. No. So number one, I in actuality, I do think the older you get, the more you need to stretch. I think it's really important. And like I've tried to start doing stretches and stuff, and it is helpful, but it is a pain in the ass as well.
You know what I found out as I'm getting older? My ball sack is stretching. That's what's stretching. That's what's become more flexible is my ball sack.
I haven't found it stretching too much yet, but then again, we have a few years difference, but not too much.
The warmer it gets, the more pliable the balls get.
What Marco's not telling you is one of his kinks is taking roach clips and attaching 5 pounds weights to his nuts.
No, that's old. That's back in the day. And it was not to my nuts. It was a collar around the head of my dick with 2 of the chains with the big balls, you know.
You know what the worst part is you can try and say something heinous about Marco and he'll say, that's not accurate. What I did do, and then he'll say something that's 10 times worse.
I love
and
it.
You're like,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. And he's like, oh no, I am specifically this kind of pervert. You're welcome.
Yeah. Don't put me in that cheap little run of the mill pervert fucking box.
Yeah. I'm not a whore. I'm a high class escort. Thank you very much, and I'll be addressed as such.
Went from $1 to 10.
I mean, listen.
So in flexibility, are you meaning physical flexibility,
mental,
or just flexibility with like your time, or just your mentality, or all of the above?
Well, I'll be honest with you, varying degrees of it. Number one, I do believe that we should have a few minutes a day for stretching. Even start your day, end your day. It is good for you. It has been proven to generate longevity. That is just
and we're not talking about masturbating.
No, I'd probably be walking right if I had been stretching the way I was supposed to be stretching from day one. To be honest,
you would have dove out of the way of the car.
Motherfucker. Girl put me into that way of the car. She jumped on my back and took us right into the damn car.
Oh yeah, she wasn't going out alone. She wanted a teammate.
No, I ended up pushing her off.
What was it, Dino?
Up my back and pushed her out of the way.
Up into the left.
Yeah, that's how it was work. Victoria uses the Bend app, which is actually pretty good. But yeah, also too. So okay, there's 2 things for this. Is number one, I think men specifically, when needs must, we will do what needs doing to provide or the safety of our family. Reasonable,
right?
But also, too, I think as we get older, our belief system or moral code, whatever you want to call it, becomes a little more, I don't want to say jaded, but I would say weathered by experience. we've learned things through experience, and now we know better than we did before. But the fact is, well, okay, to a degree. Now, okay, so this is the thing is that what we may know as through our experiences or what have you, that doesn't always communicate well to others, such as we've discussed, there are some people who say, hey, I'm in charge here, and you're going, hey, buddy, you're not in charge, you need to calm the fuck down, right? And we'll say, hey, you should do this before you do this because this won't work. And people go, how do you know? Because I've done this 6 times. There you go. Now, but the fact,
you know what I get from the kid and like the younger generation and the kids, it's my mistakes to make. But you just seen me go through 5 years of hell from that same mistake you're about to make. But you don't know what's gonna happen to me. But it's happened to my friends and your friends' parents. But it's my mistake to, you know what? Fuck it. Put the fork in the light socket. Go ahead. Go put the fucking fork in the electric socket.
So this is something my dad said was, listen, I've made these mistakes. You can learn from my mistakes. And of course, like any youthful person, your response was, they're my mistakes to make. And then it goes, no. Hey, you'll have your own mistakes to make that I will have no point of reference for. You will be on your own.
You're just adding my mistakes to your mistakes.
Yeah. Instead of adding my experience to your
knowledge, your wisdom,
knowledge, versatility in being able to handle things, like your ability to be prepared, you'd rather use them to suffer instead, which is stupid because every generation has their own experience, and dare I say, every man has their own individual experience that they have to go through, and some will happen before they should. Things that you would expect to have later in life happen sooner in life. Lots of stuff like that. But the fact is, everyone has their own individual experience, and that creates a fair amount of experience where you can say, hey, I have some experience in that, or you can sit there, shut up, and wait till someone says, hey, have you ever gone through anything like that? I'd say, actually, I have. I'd love to tell you about it if you'd like to hear about it. And they say, oh, you know what? I would like to. Oh, great. I will definitely share my information. Now, that's how I'm supposed to do it.
Now, Mr. Rogers, I don't think it ever works out that way.
Yeah, well, most of the times people say, I have this thing. I'm like, oh, I know what to do in that. You're just stupid.
See, not me. I've gotten to the point, especially with my fucking stubborn ass kids. I treat the rest of the world this way now. Again, I will give you my advice. I will let you know how I do it. You want to fuck it up? Go right ahead. Yep. And that works on. So I mean, in the most basic, it's like you seen a movie trailer, and it sucked, and I went and saw the movie, and it sucked, and you just read all the reviews, and it sucked, but you went and watched the movie, and now you're bitching that it sucked.
Yeah.
We told you.
Yeah.
I got my son's best friends, kids like my kid. One of the most stubborn motherfuckers in the world. He's almost my age. He's maybe 5-10 years younger than me. He's a Greek. He has knowledge. He worked on bridges for fucking damn near 20 years, painting bridges and shit like this. He's not very mechanically inclined, which doesn't make sense to me. A couple years back, he left his key drunk in the ignition of his car.
Huh.
I don't know how, but it froze in the ignition.
Oh, nice.
Dewey, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Wait till I get there. I'll put a small little torch on the end of it. It'll heat it up. Because it was actually frozen. It wasn't like jammed like metal on metal. It was frozen. Go figure, Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Soon as I get there, he's sitting in the car. He pops out with the back end of the key. What happened?
Yeah.
Well, I tried to turn the key and pull it out, and it snapped, didn't it? Yeah, I told you!
Yeah.
So you just took a 20-minute free job and put a $3,000 ignition in your car.
Thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And I had to drive in the fucking winter in the snow just to get to your place fucking 30 minutes away.
Listen, this is okay. So number one, men as they all age have knowledge and memory for their personal experiences. Men were passionate, but changing the future of others is because they have seen a lot that most should not. I agree. And then stop burping, Dino. I mean, listen, it's better out the attic than the basement. Right? I'm trying to limit my farts. That's
Yeah, but your ass is not on the mic.
The burping isn't the problem. It's when you burp. Because every time, like we discussed this before, every time I hear a burp and a little bit of music, I wait to hear from Cole. Yeah, I wait to hear from. I hate or I try to have a relationship with my mother, but she sucks. Every time Dino burps.
Ever. Yeah. Hey, listen. Cole Clayton, one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard. I was the one who's like, clip that. We can eat that. That's the intro. Yep. That's the intro verb. Because that's exactly what this is about, right? Victoria says, I concur, better out the attic than the basement. That's because we have to live together. She knows my farts will kill people.
Yeah, and you could always buy mouthwash and toothpaste. They don't make that for your butthole.
I find my breath at best is just garlicky, which I'm like, yeah, I don't care. That's like, oh, you have garlic breath. I'm like, yeah, because I eat a lot of garlic. You know why? Because I'm Greek, and I'll live 1,000 years.
Garlic. I feel like they should make a coffee flavored, or at least coffee scented toothpaste or mouthwash. Because most people, especially my age, you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth. What's the first thing you do? You light up a cigarette and you have some coffee. Now you just fucked up your clean mouth. Yeah. If nothing less, you take. You know, the menthol in the fucking toothpaste takes away from the menthol in your cigarette. So now you're smoking a stale cowboy killer. And mint coffee, except for you weirdos who like the Shamrock Shakes, don't taste good. Don't taste good at all.
No, listen. Stop, Marco. Dino's mom is lovely from what I remember. Yeah, I have one of the greatest moms in the world. Just to see you guys know. That's
my mom.
That is I've had That's no. Like the funny thing is that I'll put my mom up against other people's moms, and they're like, "Oh, well, my mom." I'm like, don't. My mom is perfect.
Now, if we put moms against moms, I'll put my mom in her weight class in a brawl. My mom's an old bar bitch. She's an old thug. She'll I'll give her that. Parenting, no. Bar brawl, yeah.
And that's fair. That is still fair. Listen. Sometimes you just had to be able to fight to save your children. That's or beat them up, whatever.
She used to go after fucking chicks my dad was fucking.
Oh, Victoria says technically isn't an enema the mouthwash for your bum. I mean, technically, that
I don't know. I've never tasted bum before or after.
It's a good point, Marco. Good point.
We generally stay away from things that taste like shit.
There's a comedian up here whose joke was, if you haven't gotten E. coli, you're not eating ass properly. And I was just like, I'm like, we don't have to shake hands, friend.
I've seen that on a meme.
Yeah. We can wave at each other, friend. We don't need to shake hands. We're good. No, not even a fist bump. No, thank you. I don't even want to touch elbows. No. We can wave from a distance and breathe the other way. Thank you very much, you dirty bird.
That's almost when the comedian John Caparulo, he talks about the first time he went into the bathroom at a baseball game and there's the trough and he's pissing in there and all of a sudden it splashes in his eyes like, oh, there it goes. I got AIDS. I got eye AIDS. That's how you get it. That's how you get eye AIDS.
How is this about being flexible?
We'll see. Marco's mom sounds like someone I would like to hug because she would protect small me in the room if she 100%. But yeah, she might kill. She might also kill you. Who knows? I mean, a small girl.
At minimum, she'll be racist towards you and swear she wasn't.
Oh yeah. That's good.
You had experience with that. But mom, I'm your kid.
Hey.
Oh, I've had my mom scream in my face, quit acting like an N-word. And then 10 minutes later, call her best friend from across the street who was Motorola Black. Hey, girl, come on down. Let's kick it. Bitch.
People are weird. So this is you know what, this is about flexibility, because I think one of the cool things is you get to see what your parents did at some point with a critical eye, right? And you get to think about, hey, what did they do right? What did they do wrong? And how am I going to do better, right? And I say that as in general, you know, you do what the best you can. Victoria says always flexible. I think the most flexible in our house is Apollo. That is also true. Our cat is the most flexible.
Yeah, but
person in the house.
Asians are no. You should know. I mean, Vicky should be on the show. Asians are known for their flexibility. I mean, we've all seen the ninja movies.
I mean, that's what I said, but
I mean, even the ones that are a little bit bigger, they're fucking 1,000 times more flexible and agile than any fucking American half their size.
I there's been a couple times where Victoria assaulted me, and it was funny because I'm like, "Do you feel better now?" And she goes, "Yeah." She's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "There's nothing you could do to hurt me, like physically." There was absolutely nothing.
Look, take that same mentality and be my height. Like me and my ex, we got into it one time, and I came in the house and she hit me. I was like, "Do it again." So she just came in. I was like, just get it out. Just get it out. If this is what's gonna stop the fight, just get. So she hit me a few times, and she's throwing everything she has at me, and I'm eye to eye with her, motherfucker. You know that's a kicker. You being 4 times Victoria's size, yeah, we know. Yeah. Oh, what'd you do? You fucking hit my belly button. Oh no, this chick was throwing blows on me like she was Ronda Rousey, and I looked at her. I was like, "Are you done? Are you done now? Are we done? Is the argument over? Go make some fucking dinner."
Actually, afterward, I asked Victoria, I'm like, "Hey,
you in the first place?"
No, no. And you know the chick, Dan, fucking Jackie. Jackie's my height, maybe a little bit smaller. That bitch threw everything but the kitchen sink at me, and I was like, "Okay, are you done? Are you done?" You know how much that, you know how irate that made, like you can see it in her face, like, "You motherfucker."
And yes, I know Jackie. You probably told her she needs to be in the kitchen cooking. And I
did afterward. You
got
your shit out. I let you take out your frustration and pain. It's done. We're done. Fine. I want dinner.
I mean, get over yourself. Sorry.
That's it. I mean, that's being flexible. I took, I dropped my, the hands down. Didn't even shake her. Nothing. Just go ahead. Are you done?
I don't know if that's exactly the healthy way to be flexible, but okay.
I'll be honest with you. I've had men who tried to yell at me, and I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you happy you got that out? Do you feel better? Good. Do you want to have a conversation now?" And they're like, "Okay." I'm like, "Good. I'm glad. I'm good. You're a man. You're a man who got something off his chest. You should be proud." He's like, "I am proud. Good for you. Good." And then I put my hand all the way across from nipple to nipple on his chest. I go, "Well, now what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" And then they cry a little bit. It's good.
What's up, Scott?
Because, the fact we look at our parents as giants, they're protected, but the truth is they're no different. No, they're not. Like, I think that's one of the things that you have to, you have to learn what your parents are as early as possible. I think that's hard too, is being able to look at your parents with clear eyes, and then in turn say, "Okay, well, how am I going to be better?"
That's one thing I always try to, and people used to bitch at me for this. Oh my God. But I never lied to my kids. I never went out of my way to talk shit about, their mother or whatever. I mean, I've said to say I didn't hold no punches. I didn't hold no truth, whatever. When I used to come back from the custody fights or whatever, I'll never forget. My daughter asked me, "So what happened?" I seen the cops, they escorted you into the bathroom and came out. Well, they tried to get me to take a piss test, and, it was just a big sham. And they piss test Julie, and she came back, positive for meth. I mean, and my mom's looking at me, "Don't fucking tell your daughter that." I'm not going to lie to her.
No.
I mean,
I don't think you should lie to your kids. I don't think you should tell them everything just because.
Nah,
I don't know. It depends, right?
I'm 98%. I tell everybody that. 98%. Yeah, and that's the best you're gonna get, because if I was 100%, I sure as fuck wouldn't be here.
Fair. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like that in relationships. I'm like that in comedy. You know, all my comedy, 98% of what I say is true. You know, I might tweak a little here and there and maybe save some face on some people, but I mean, it is what it is.
But I think that's
rolling in their graves because of some of the shit you said.
Yeah, I mean, Dan has been with me. He has witnessed some of the shit.
Scott says, "Hello, beautiful," and then who wants a cup of coffee? You want a cup of coffee? I want a cup of coffee. I miss having late night cups of coffee. They're delicious.
I'm drinking. I got 3 cans right in front of me.
Beware the pecan.
2 of them are fucking triple shots.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, triple shot. A lot of people see me drinking these triple shots, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's so much." Do you realize I'm Puerto Rican? You can appreciate this, because Greek coffee is just as strong as Puerto Rican coffee. You know, and as children, we were given little espresso cups that you guys are paying $5 for today. That was our kid sip. So by the time I'm an adult, your little pussy coffee that you can't stand to have a red-hatted person order in your fucking store, I could drink a whole fucking pot of that, not even get the shits. Come on.
I'll be honest with you. So we were in, it was me and my cousins. We were at the local coffee house by my house in Greece. And I said, "Oh, I'll have a Greek coffee."
Greek coffee is bitter. I noticed.
I said Greek coffee. And then my cousin goes, "Oh, could I have a double but make it sweet?" And I looked at him, I go, "I want that. No, don't get mine. I want what he wants." I didn't know that was an option. Can I do that? And they're like, "Yeah, no, it's no problem." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So it's just more, it's kind of like a long espresso. So it's just more water, but it'll be a double shot. And then they can make it a little sweeter. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's much better." But if you do it right, it's great. If you don't do it right,
like,
it tastes like shit.
Like if you make a good Bustelo, because now that's became a name brand, but you know that used to be the name of the coffee you made. But to make a good Bustelo, you boil the coffee grounds in the old school percolator. And then while you're waiting for that to work, a percolator is a piece. Fuck it, look it up. An old school percolator, and then as that's heating up, you get milk. None of that pussy 2% that I have to drink now. You know, it's all red cap. But you heat that up on the stove on low heat, but you got to keep it stirring, because you can't have that crust on the top. And then as you fucking stir, you mix in the sugar to almost like a caramel. And then by that time, your coffee is done. And then you pour them together, and then you heat that up so it don't get too thick. And you know, 1 cup of coffee done the right way, it'll take you a good 20 minutes. But that'll be the best fucking cup of coffee you'll have.
Yeah, well, hey, that's the thing, is time is good for coffee. Except for Dino's dad, he was a money-making machine with a good heart and strong in his beliefs, but kind enough to protect little me. I mean, yeah, my dad was a giant among men. Dino's dad was a man I consider. Yeah, you know, and my dad stared down people a few times, and I was just like, "Wow, that was." But always on business, never on. Do you know who I am? None, never that. Said, "Hey, I could be wrong, sure, but I'm not, and I'll prove it." And every time, and people were just like, and my dad would be like, "Hey, you know what? I'll wrong myself. No, hey, you know what? What do you need? What do I need to do to make it right for you? Do this. Okay, done, no problem, done." And 6 months, that person's life fell apart, and he's like, "I don't know. It happens."
Yeah. Once upon a time, I had an issue with a person who decided he was going to be Mr. Badass. And the dude, I mean, at hand to hand, he probably would have whooped my ass. He's about 3 times my damn size. But you ain't coming to my house in my front yard in front of my kids and my old lady and my neighbors and thinking you're going to make me look like a bitch. You know,
at my house? No.
Yeah, he had nipple, or he had a barrel marks in his fucking chest. Because I mean, first of all, your first mistake was you came to the house. Your second mistake was your stupid ass let me walk back in the house. Because once I came out and you did you're Mr. Big Bad Guy. Okay, wait a minute. I'll be right back. And I told the kids in the house, the little ones, go upstairs and hide under your bed.
Yeah.
I'll never forget my daughter Maria looking at me and was like, Dad, is this going to happen all the time? Nope, this is going to happen one time. Up under the bed, I came back out. We'll just say he met Mr. Happy. He thought I was bullshitting. I slammed the fucking bolt down. And I think he realized that I wasn't bullshitting, and I told him in front of and I used to live not even a block away from the police station. I'm in my front yard with this we'll say Call of Duty style weaponry. And
it's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
The two people he brought with him got in the car and sat in there like this.
Yeah.
And I said, now you ran your mouth all you wanted. Are you done? Are you done? Now you're going to get back in your car and you're going to leave, or I'm going to bury you in the front yard. You done disrespected me. You done disrespected my kids, my house, and my neighborhood. Give me a reason why I shouldn't bury you in the front yard. And he was one of them dudes that wanted to run his mouth as he was walking backwards and getting into the car.
I love that. It's funny. It's funny that
That must be
is the best. I don't know. I'm a fan of espresso. I'm a fan of latte. Cappuccino, not so much.
Yeah, I've
no
seen that a
kings.
lot.
I feel like we would be better off with more kings, not less kings. I beat up a few people in my front yard. That's something I've never had to do. You know that? I've never had somebody come to me and say, "Hey, I want a piece of that." Because a couple times I think people intended for that, and I said, "Oh, okay. You want to do that at my house?"
Okay. And Dino, you've met Scott. You've seen Scott. You got to be a fucking moron to want to run into Scott's front yard and be like, "Hey, you want something?" I mean, he has horns tattooed on his head,
which is like that's a distinct choice. Yeah. What is the topic? The topic is being flexible, and what a nightmare that is as you get older. Hey, what's up, Chris? Yeah, we are. Because listen, there's you. The more experience you are, okay, guys, the more experience you get, the more cut and dry things are. And by cut and dry, I mean black and white, like yes or no. And you know what? If it's not a yes, it's a no. It's that simple. If it's not a yes, it's a no. And you learn that through time and experience and all that kind of stuff. But passing on that knowledge is because what especially young people think is that, oh, my parents have all the answers. No. They have answers for all the shit they had to go through. You'll have your own shenanigans that you'll go, this is new. This is a new one. And it's going to get weird. And, but you have
as you get older,
be more prepared. Yeah.
As you get older, and I'm going to let this, and mostly women don't catch on to this. So I'm going to give you I'm going to drop a little pearl on you real quick from older gentlemen. When we say, we'll see, or maybe, it means no. It's just we're trying not to be a dick and to be like no until you see your face. That means no. That means it's no.
Yeah.
Because I just ran into this situation where for a week I said, we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. We'll see. And I'm trying not to break this woman's heart because she knows goddamn well I didn't want to do it. But so do you want me to? Well, you said we'll see, so I'm just putting it out there for the world. When a man says we'll see, 99% of the time it means no. They're just trying to be nice.
Hey, you know what it is? I'll tell you this much, is when I say we'll see, that means with the information you've given me so far, it's a no. If there's new information or I look into it and I see something has been misrepresented and it might be good, that might change my mind.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair. That's
what you presented is I don't want to do that. That sounds horrible. Experience is everything. I 100% agree. No bullshit. I cut to the chase. Yes or no. Hey, and you know what? If it's not a yes, it's a no. That's okay. And
I hate the Democrat answers. I hate the you're gonna get. I asked you a simple yes or no question, but you give me everything in the realm. It's
Yeah.
almost like a chick telling you she's gonna give you a blowjob, but she just kisses around it, and maybe tongues your balls a little bit, but she never gets to the dick. It never gets to the dick.
There's no clock. I'll be here forever. Sasha says, Marco, that shows you are brave to stand up in a difficult situation alone. Not alone. That is admirable of you. Never forget who you are. A good man was a voice that can scare people with a good heart. I mean, look, and that's the thing is standing up for yourself is never a bad thing. But you know what? You have to put in the time to make sure that you are capable to stand up for yourself, right? I've had people who have thought I was an easy mark, and that was fun for me because they're like, "Oh yeah," and they tried to forcibly push me somewhere, and I was just looking at them, and I was like, "What did you think was going to happen?" And then I just picked them up off the ground and just started walking away with them, and they're like, ah, 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 like a little baby. It was very fun for me, but you know, it's people think crazy things, right?
I love being
Yes,
underestimated. I mean, the last bar brawl I was in, my last real bar brawl that I was in was 3 dudes, and it went back from years. It boiled down to one of the dudes, a grown ass man, stole my daughter's motorcycle, and finally, after years, karma delivered him to me.
Beautiful.
But in that same respect, he had 2 of his buddies with him. So I'm at the bar. I see the dude. The dude decided he was going to run his mouth because he had 2 of his friends. So I just
not smart. It's not
I
good.
drank the rest of my Jack. I set it on the bar. I looked at the one friend who looked a little bit sober. I was like, "You condone stealing from kids?" He said, "What?" I hit the other dude. The other dude came at me. I hit him. But by the time the dude who was against the wall stood up, I'm choking the other guy on the ground.
Hey man, listen. If we're gonna do this, let's do it.
Yeah, I ain't the biggest motherfucker in the world. So when I strike, I'm striking fast, I'm striking hard, and I'm striking first.
Yeah, that's it. Marco, stop. There are ladies in the room. Enough of the sex descriptions. You don't like to make a point. My son got jumped and they filmed it. Police brought my son home, said they saw a better beating. My son was knocked unconscious. Then I saw the video. I flipped my son, went to hospital. Bro, isn't that like the state of people being assaulted and then nothing happening is a very, very that's a ticking time bomb. That's what that is. Because people will start defending themselves and then that's gonna get a lot worse real quick.
I'm 50 years old.
Yeah.
I'm 50 years old. I only probably got maybe 20, 30 years left. That ain't much of a life sentence. All I gotta say about that.
That ain't even a full life sentence. 25 to life. That's 25. If I got 30, I still got 5 more years, whippersnapper.
I got charged and took 2 years to go to court. Like that's insane to me. That like you would like that's that like so up here there was a guy. So a guy, his house was broken into. They used the window where his daughter normally sleeps, but the daughter was with his spouse at the time. So this guy broke in. The guy that broke in had a crossbow. And the owner of the place beat him up and also found out that there were guys waiting outside to grab more stuff. They were there to rob him and they arrested him. They arrested the guy that got sent to the hospital.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude.
And so they just now all the charges have been dropped and you're like, listen, that's a ridiculous thing that I dislike. Like, well, you have to. You know. Hey,
we got a lady over here.
No, it's not.
We got a lady over here down south. I think it was maybe Georgia, or one of them that they had. The lady had a licensed weapon.
Yeah.
She was alone. She's not married. She lived alone in the house. I think she was like maybe late 30s, mid 40s, somewhere around there. Two young African American kids, legals.
Sure.
try busting in the front door. They got in through her front door. You hear bang, 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 bang.
Good.
Kids are gone. Now there's the parents are suing that lady and demanding that lady be put in prison and all that shit for murder. No, you as parent should be put on trial and put in jail for raising this little fuckface.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole
Where's the
bullshit
accountability?
of the no accountability and especially over your skin color, that drives me fucking nuts. I don't give a fuck what color you are. If you're fucking up, you're fucking up.
Listen, and in all honesty, if you're a woman that is home alone, have access to something, a baseball bat, a stick, whatever, or a gun.
I took my daughter to go get her own concealed carry. We took the classes together.
Absolutely.
I took her, shooting. I mean, when I was, everybody who knows me knows, I got custody of my daughter. Well, it wasn't even custody. I got my daughter dropped off on me when I was 17 years old. As a 17-year-old hood kid, what do you teach? What do you teach a little girl? How to work on motorcycles and how to work on pew-pews. You know what I'm saying? So my daughter, by the time she was 10 years old, she was riding motorcycles in mosh pits, and she could carry a fucking Call of Duty weapon. Know how to lock and load, tear it down, and put it back together.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you know what? That's useful knowledge. That is that is knowledge that will come in handy. God help everyone if they have to defend themselves, because it is true the law slows in cases of defend. Definitely does. That happens in PA. The cops put away the victims, which is insane. Like that's to me. I'm like, oh, bro.
They did that to an old man in New York. No, they were robbing the I think it was an old Arab man, Arab, whatever.
Store.
Yeah, and the guys fucking came at him, and he shot the dude. He got arrested. He was put in prison. He lost his fucking store because he was in prison.
Yeah.
Over these motherfuckers coming to rob him. It's fucking ridiculous. And then you see the new laws that are being passed. That Virginia already passed a law. They banned guns, except politicians. The politicians can have the guns. In Minnesota, they want to fucking put each individual ammunition, is that Chicago? Either Chicago or Minnesota wants to make it so you have to register each bullet. Each bullet has a different fucking serial number on it. And then the one of the other, there's one of the states that doing that. The other one wants to have the police come to your house periodically you cannot refuse it. Coming to your house periodically and make sure you have your weapons stored correctly.
You know what? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You're either free or you're not.
And speaking of flexible, because I think this gives flexible in a way that people have an option. So I'm gonna put it out there because it's something that I might want to go check out just to see maybe before I go. There's a guy in Texas. Apparently has 20 acres, maybe 16 acres of land.
Really?
And he's calling it the New Atlantis. And he's inviting people down there to live for free. He said, bring your own food, bring your own whatever you need to protect you. There's plenty of water. He said he's starting to grow crops. He just bought a tractor, and he's putting his money into the land. He said he's going to start buying campers and trailers and stuff like that. And for the people, he said if you have your own camper or your own RV or something like that, you don't even have to. You just come up, pull up, and find you a spot. But if you're like a homeless person living in a tent or your car, then he wants to talk to you and make sure you're not just some dopehead or whatever.
You're not a problem.
Right. Yeah. But so he's saying that this is his own starting of a revolution. That there's gonna be no government involvement. They got their own little hierarchy or whatever, which seems to be. That's going to be an issue. Because there's,
Well, hey,
how are you
well,
choosing your leader? I would go
Yeah.
old school, whoever wins the fight. But
does the leader get to fuck my wife? Let's be honest. That's my worry. That's okay. I went to doors and sorted it. Fuck yeah, Chris. That's why I got charged. Yeah, that's fair. YouTube deleted my comment. Damn. Hey man, listen. Sometimes, hey, honestly, sometimes you just gotta go down to the next door, handle it like it needs to be handled. Hey, I remember you. Does your butthole still do that little pucker thing? Hey, with ease. Thank you very much. I don't know why you would know that, but hey, why not? At least in Canada or USA, you can't get arrested for posting like what is happening over in Europe. That law is happening right now.
That's happening
every
in
country
Canada.
has issues there. All yeah. I
That-
believe
that's
it's
happening in Canada,
C2
but
or
over
C9.
here,
Yeah.
over here, they're trying. We don't know what side it is because the Republicans are saying the Democrats are wanting to do it. The Democrats are saying the Republicans are wanting to do it, but they're trying to shut down the whole, a lot of the press.
Yeah. Freedom of
But
speech is now an enemy.
What's coming back around is in 2013, Obama made it okay that the news could lie to us.
Yeah.
He took away a law that was all the way back to I think the 40s, if not further back. And they totally wiped it away, so they're allowed to push their propaganda. Because remember, we're all old enough to remember a time when it was, no matter what channel it was all the news. It was all one news. Somebody might have had a different angle in the coverage, but they were all saying the same fucking thing. It wasn't on this channel. This is the Republican channel, so that's Fox News. So you're only going to hear one side of the story, and then you got to go to CNN to hear another side of the story, and neither one of them are telling the truth.
Yeah.
What was that? Dan looked like Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
Dan looked like Ricky
Bobby. Being flexible, right?
Yeah.
Now, that would be ideal for the parties, the political parties, correct?
Sure.
That's for everything. They're not to lie about anything.
That would take what? Common sense?
Oh, common sense gone. Common sense died a long time ago.
Yeah,
it says
common sense went out with wokeness.
I don't think it's psycho to go door to door and handle that. Scotland had a few suspicious people giving us packages and turning up to our submarine. Bro, that is super sketchy. My buddy's been sending me pictures of submarines he's seeing off the coast of Canada. Our prime minister is a bitch and Prince Andrew is a pedo. Yeah, well, yeah, those are all both factual statements, but after all is said and done, this is the problem is we're not seeing any people. We need more action against these people, right? And by these people, I mean anybody who's on that list, you got to be investigated. And you know what? I hope it was innocent.
There's a big problem that I'm noticing more and more. And we keep hearing this, we will go after the people on the list, go after the people on the list over here in the States. The reason, I don't know if this is factual. This is from what I'm just observing. You can't just, like if I read something online right now, I don't know who wrote that shit. That I don't know if that's credible or not. There's no real evidence of it. So just because I just read that don't mean it's fucking real. And over here in the States, you can't just fucking, no matter how heinous or how many, the A, B, and C all seem to connect. But if you don't have it connecting, seeming to connect don't count. We've known for fucking years people were eating babies. People like me were called fucking nut jobs when we said that shit. We knew about the fucking pizza places. We knew about the different ranches and the different kids that were coming up missing. We knew about the fucking the different forests and the crazy shit that's going on in the forest. Nobody wanted to listen. And the same thing now. The only thing the America is seeing now is the same shit we saw fucking 10, 15 years ago. Now you guys see it now. Oh, you're upset about it now. But when we were upset about it, we were fucking nut jobs. And and in the same course of everything, we got the same amount of proof, which is none. So Now, in other countries, the rules ain't like that. And that's why a lot of these people, whether there's proof or not, are getting popped. But I'm also seeing that it looks like the other countries knew these people were fucking doing shit, and they're just using this as their catalyst. Because there are a lot of people who, I mean, princes and shit getting taken down, which if there wasn't real deal evidence there, I don't think the good people of Germany or wherever the fuck were gonna just take somebody down because some American had their name in a fucking email.
True. That's okay. And this is one thing. So our prime minister is a bitch and Prince Andrew a pedo, but we're not allowed to say that, even though it's true. Yeah, that's the weird part. Is that it's a big thing. I can get charged.
That's another thing.
Charged
You guys ain't allowed to say like shit like that, whether it's true or not. But yeah, we got people every day. We even had that little cunt Greta Thunberg. The president's a pedophile, and everybody. The president's a pedophile. No. Everybody else is, and you want him to be, and that's scary. That's fucking scary.
Look at that bitch. Sasha says Dan has a dog. I respect him now. Yeah, that's the only reason we keep him around. Hey, Michael Jackson may be weird, but he ain't no pedo. That's the weird part, is that Michael Jackson, that they're like, he's definitely a pedo. No, he was a weirdo, no question. And you know what? Because he was denied his childhood because it was insane, he was fucked up, no question. But he wasn't a pedo.
Right, and the fact that it's in the files that they knew he was a spy, and they knew they didn't like him, and they wanted, he was taking kids away and stopping kids from going there. I mean, we were all lied about to Michael Jackson, each and every one of us. Oh, yeah. We have all made fun of that man. We have all drugged that man through the mud throughout the years. And I mean, even Cat Williams apologized.
Do you remember? I remember the best joke was, what does McDonald's and Michael Jackson have in common? Is they both put 30-year-old meat between 10-year-old buns. You're like, boom, boom.
I got a better one I seen on a meme that I tell on stage is how is Epstein and caviar alike?
How?
They both come on little crackers.
Oh, gross. Sasha asked Dan, what breed is your dog?
She's a pit. I think she's a Staffy, but I don't know. She's a pit.
There you go.
She's a racist Democrat lesbian pit.
Yeah. She likes
Jordan.
My cat's ass.
No, that's fair. Jordan Chandler admitted he was wrong to take the money and lied. I mean, at least people are admitting it. I can't listen. I think that's okay. You know what? I think that's also something about flexibility too, is being able to admit that you're wrong is real progress as you get older.
Or because at least be flexible enough to see all sides of the story before you start fucking jumping the gun.
Yeah. I mean, listen, and that's one thing where I know I've learned is that you don't have to commit to almost anything. It's just be like, oh, whatever. What do you want to do? Don't care.
Yeah,
you want to go get something to eat? Okay. Like you don't have to stress about certain things.
I learned from 40 to 50. Each year you level up on the amount of give a fuck you have. It becomes less and less.
Michael Jackson was the first black millionaire. He owned the Beatles catalog. I know, which is the story behind him getting the Beatles catalog is wild. What did he call his dog? A pig? Did I miss? No, pit bull. It is a pit bull. It is there only to eat his face when he dies. He owns Happy Birthday. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff like that. But you know what?
He was smart. Michael Jackson, that was like back before the internet. So instead of like when the people that big craze of buying domain names, like Michael Jackson was buying stupid shit. Oh yeah, I want to buy Happy Birthday for $5,000. Yeah. Nobody realized that Happy Birthday is gonna be there for centuries, way past anybody knowing who Michael Jackson was. Somebody's gonna always have some kind of rendition of Happy Birthday to.
Oh, for sure.
Ching, 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 ching. Just the Beatles. The Beatles weren't even that good. People love the Beatles, But I mean, personally, if you listen to their music, they got like 3 decent songs, and they're only decent because our mothers listen to that shit or our grandmothers listen to that shit. So it's a memory. They're fucking terrible.
The opinions and notions set out by Marco Torres are not respective of Dino the Genetic Marvel.
Yeah, and didn't one of them fuck faces?
I think the Beatles are awesome.
By a car.
Throw me in on that side.
One of them got hit by a car and they replaced them. Didn't they do that too?
I don't know. 50% of Sony. Yeah, he got screwed by Sony for Michael Jackson. Did the music for Sonic 3 on Sega. I did not know that.
Now there are in the conspiracy circles and rumors saying that Joe Jackson and Michael's mother, who both were the ones who made the most money from him going away, will put him up for sacrifice. And that was kind of far-fetched and wild when we first heard it. But now, knowing what we know,
well,
just like Aaliyah, the little girl that fucking R. Kelly was banging. Yeah. Magic, you know.
This is the weird part about all of it, right? Like there's rumors that Michael never died and he was that burned guy, John or something. It was just fucking terrifying, right? But then there was a whole thing where it's like the fact was that this tour, he was going to be able to do it. He would make enough money to reclaim his independence, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a very dangerous situation to be in.
I remember the press conference that said he only owed Sony like 2 more songs. And then after that, he bought controlling interest in Sony. And then magically Mikey didn't wake back up. Yeah.
And I mean, okay. Pitbulls are amazing. Loving dogs. Sad they're abandoned. Yeah. That was fucking, saw him in 1992 Glasgow. Did you really, Chris? That's awesome, bro.
No, honestly, it's not like, I noticed a lot of people say that, it isn't a lot of people say it. I just noticed from the coincidences. But most of the entertainment people who do have these mysterious deaths are people of color. But one thing that nobody ever talks about is how supposedly Lady Gaga and ICP, and I think it's Twisted, all back in the day took out, what was it, maybe Amy Winehouse, was it? Or one of them took damn near all her songs and Gaga them up. And it was even one of the videos that kind of hinted on how it was all done. Wow. And Lady Gaga, we all know is fucked up. I mean, didn't she do a show butt naked covered in steak?
Yeah. No. She went to an award ceremony, not even a show.
Yeah.
Did not mime and down the moonwalk for 10 minutes. Yeah. Dangerous Tour. Jennifer Patton was a badass on guitar. I mean, hey, it's stuff like that is pretty awesome to have been able to experience, right? But yeah, I don't know. There's music is now really tainted, and it's like, oh yeah, if they're famous, they're probably dirty. And then you're like, oh really? It's worse. It's all of them. They're all
what
just
I don't understand is there's a lot of videos out there, and they've been circling for years about supposed different musicians and artists who sold their soul to whoever or whatever to get their fame and fortune. And if you see who they are, they suck. I mean, they made their money. They made good money. But, like, if you sold your soul and this was actually something that it was tangible, it was really going to happen, I mean, yeah, the money's nice, but at least make me sound good or make me, don't just let the world think I sound good. I want to sound good. If I'm sitting there and it sounds like I'm farting every time I open my mouth, you may hear a melody, but I'm hearing I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I don't know. I've worked in the music business. I mean, and are they all perverts? Tell us, Chris. I don't know why, but Dan looks like he's ready to drive a race car. He does look like he's ready to drive a race car.
That or he's calling lane 3 down the line.
Also, hey, with the race car though is like one of those mini race cars outside the grocery store that just like you put a quarter in and they rock back and forth. You get the little hat, a little cowboy hat that with an elastic band that goes around his jowl.
Oh,
I'm a race
First
car
or last, buddy. First or last.
I'm a race car. I'm a race car driver.
I want to go fast.
They sacrificed on the Saturday for the artist, which is a family member of that artist. Jesus Christ. For the artist.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. He's not
I wouldn't
wrong.
doubt that. It's satanic. Oh, there's no question. See, and this is the thing is, I don't know if it's, I feel like we're giving Satan a bad name by saying it's satanic. Because it's definitely demon worship. I don't think Satan's into babies. I think it's a different one.
Yeah, no, because if you look into the Satanic Bible, because I've studied a lot of different religions, they're against that shit. They're against pedophilia. They're against all that. Like now these other deities and gods, like, because again, if you look at a lot of if you start putting all these holy books together and see the big picture, if you want to believe the fucking comic book series, but if you see the big picture, you know, the devil was more of God's prosecuting attorney. You know, the devil was there before Jesus. The devil, and in some circles, was a musician.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a story of Job where the devil just walked into the council, and apparently there's a council above God, but they walked into the council and was allowed to just walk in. That would be like Saddam Hussein or Osama bin Laden just walking down the street and walking right into the White House. No check, no frisking, no nothing. You know, and was able to go and just talk to God and make this bet. I bet you $1 I can make this fuckface say fuck you. And God's like,
Let's be honest though, that is the greatest start of a joke. So Osama bin Laden walks into the White House. And first things first, he's got to drop a deuce. He's like, just for the joke. Okay. He's got it. Like, yeah. Look at the pop stars for the last 10 years. Bao is into child gun. That's true. Yes, I've read the book, bro. He's the commandments say no one shall hurt a small child. I don't see this is the thing is that like my problem, my bigger problem is there are too many famous people that are ugly as shit. I don't like that. I want my famous people need to be gorgeous to the point where I can't be too close to them because people will throw a rock at me and be like, you're too close to the pretty person.
Or if they are ugly as shit, they're glorified like they are the ghost. Look at Lizzo. I don't give a fuck how much weight Lizzo loses, because if she becomes normal, even if Lizzo got down to Dino's weight, she'd look like a Shar-Pei. She'd look like a chocolate Shar-Pei.
I think I weigh as much as Lizzo right now, to be honest.
Oh, dude, that big bitch. And she's raping dudes. She's fucking sexually harassing. She's like what was that Demi Moore movie where she was sexually harassing the fucking dude at work? The Sutherland dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's doing that shit. And nobody wants to listen to the guys, you know, even though there's fupa prints all over their foreheads.
Oh. All the guys have sunken in foreheads. They're like, it's my memory's going because of this injury.
Oh, dude, I could just imagine that's just that
no woman
has yuck.
It's weird. And this is, I mean, that comes down to flexibility where he's just like, you know, any port in a storm. At this point, we're just out of supplies and we need to port. It's, I don't know, whatever, you know, but
yeah,
that's a problem too. There's too much flexibility in that.
If you can't get through the strait, you'll never port.
Listen, sometimes you just got to do a Lloyd's Looper. Stay out and sea. Just buy your lonesome, okay? That is safer. I'm looking at Pamela Anderson before the Hep C. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's when she was gorgeous. Then the Hep C happened and it all fell apart.
Yeah, I don't think the Hep C did it. I think, if anything, the Hep C's preserving her. And there's a cure for that, so I don't even believe that bitch got Hep C.
Yeah, she probably got some little kid's kidneys installed. That's fine. Yeah, you're good. Or is Hep C for your liver? Yeah, she got a
I've
little
seen his
baby liver. Yeah, you get a nice little teenager's liver. Oh, they died in a car
For as
accident.
many
Give me their liver.
penises that was in there, and for as long as the penises, because everybody goes to talk about Tommy Lee, how big his dick was. You know that bitch was getting gang banged by very large black boys, and getting paid for it. So by the time Tommy Lee got to stir that cup of, it was loose to him. I can guarantee that. And then, you know, what's that saying about Kid Rock? Either he likes swimming in dirty pools or he got a fucking tree trunk between his legs.
A man walks into a bar, asks the bartender for a good, pretty. Bartender asks, what's a good, pretty? And he tells him 2 shots and some ice.
Oh, that's fucking great. That's fucking great. I might have to use that. I ain't even gonna lie. I might have to use that. Good and pretty, the 2 fuckwits that got shot by ice. Minnesota. Oh, neither one of you guys got that? I'm the only one that fucking got that.
It's because you're from, where did Joe go after getting lost in a minefield? Everywhere. Jesus Christ.
You know how much fucking groceries cost in Iran right now? An arm and a leg.
Oh, bro. A beautiful woman has to age, get old. Don't ever discriminate against a woman who is beautiful, who is not anymore, who can't stop hating, even if popular women try to stop. That's true. Try to be kind, gentleman, as face man as he did 25 years ago. I mean, I try and be nice to everybody, but that's just because in my mind I'm so fat. So, but that's, yeah, my wife said I'm the cheapest person she knows. I'm not buying it. Fucking horrible. All right, enough with the bad jokes. I want gold on this show. Anyways,
gold. Did you notice that fucking Trump's interview with the Japanese fucking prime minister? He had a yellow tie on. Any other time it's red or blue. He wore a yellow tie. There ain't no significance between yellow and the Japanese people.
I probably. Have you heard about the new book on constipation? It hasn't come out yet. Chris, go fuck yourself. It is important to establish a good vocabulary. If I had known the difference between the word antidote and anecdote, one of my best friends would still be alive.
I've heard that before. I think that was a Rodney Dangerfield's joke.
Anyways, I'll be back on Sunday, and then with our week starting again on Monday with morning motivational rant, motherfucking Mondays, movie night Mondays. What are we watching? We're watching Missing in Action 2. Chuck Norris movie. So we're watching on Tubi, so come check it out. And in the meantime, I guess enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Later.
And it's like, I want to have a